We headed towards the ship. We announced, gave a mayday call, mayday, mayday, mayday. We just had a cloud burst and there's a 4 feet of water on the runway. During crisis, the leadership is about having presence of mind,
What protection means to you.
taking care of the men whom you command.
Welcome to this series of Dabur Red Paste, Desh ke Laal. Dabur Red Paste is proud to honor our armed forces veterans, our true Desh ke Laals. Let's listen in as we celebrate these remarkable lives and the ideals that unite us all. I'm Astha Atrebanan, journalist and author, and today I'm speaking to Captain Pratap Mehta, a decorated Indian Navy veteran and 1971 Indo-Pak war hero. From commanding missile boats to flying naval aircraft, he led with precision, valor, and a legacy of service that spans generations. Hi, sir. It's such an honor to have you here. I'm really excited about this conversation. I know there must be many amazing moments in your long career, but let's start with maybe one moment you want to talk about as we start this podcast, which has stayed with you and, a moment of pride.
Firstly, thank you so much for inviting me here. In 79-80, I had gone to then USSR, and it was for our first missile destroyer, Rajput, but I went for the helicopter we were supposed to get with it.
Okay.
So that was Kamo 25 helicopters. I was one of the commissioning crews. My helicopter was supposed to detect submarine before they come anywhere close. So we were operating instruments, if I would say magnetic anomaly detector. If it makes sense to you, good. And that equipment is trailed behind the helicopter.
Okay.
It's trailing about 60, 70 meters behind the helicopters by a cable.
Okay.
And while we were trailing and carrying out search pattern, suddenly there was a coughing in the engine. And my main pilot said, PS, I think the temperatures are going down. I say, what happened, sir? He says, 0 temperature, the port engine has stopped. Now helicopter was on single engine.
Oh, okay.
How much? 200 feet above the sea. You know what is 200 feet? It looks like you are kissing the sea every now and then. Night. It was 8 o'clock, pitch dark night, fully cloudy, light drizzle. We headed towards the ship. We announced, gave a mayday call, mayday, mayday, mayday. Rajput, whatever her call sign, this is 276 coming back in emergency. Rajput says, why? What happened? I said, our one engine has failed. Now, as per the Soviet doctrines, if your one engine fails, you are not supposed to land on the deck of a moving ship with single engine failure. But my pilot was very good. He was extremely nice. And he said, PS, we are going to the ship. We didn't even think and we didn't even tell that we are not supposed to land. Only both of us knew in the heart. We headed towards the ship. Ship coming closer, closer. We told ship, we are coming. Give us maximum speed. Then ship turns into the wind. And when ship goes into the wind with maximum speed, then we get that much speed against us.
Okay.
That helps us land with less power.
Okay.
We went to the ship and headed towards it. I was calling out height 150 feet, 100 feet, 75 feet, and we landed on the ship. It was a miracle. And I can tell you, either we would have been in the shark-infested area of Arabian Sea, 200 kilometers away from the Indian main coast, but we landed safely.
Thank
I
God.
think,
and you're here to tell us the tale.
It was one of the most remarkable incident of
Yeah.
my life.
And you're a natural
Kiss with
storyteller.
the-
I loved the way you told it. What drizzle, light drizzle, dark in the night. It was really nicely told as well. So I want to hear one more anecdote because your plane anecdote was so fun. Tell me a little bit more. Like, where have
Look,
you maybe fought some danger? Tell us.
I can recollect very clearly is during my tenure at Port Blair. I was on a aerial surveillance duty to locate LTT boats. And as a squadron commander, I was captain of the aircraft we were flying. The weather turned rebellious. The winds were hitting the windshield, and we couldn't see a fly outside. So we had to take an immediate step to divert. So when I turned around, I called up Port Blair, weather bad, want to come. And the Port Blair, you know what they said? We just had a cloud burst and there's a 4 feet of water on the runway.
Oh my God.
And we said, never mind. And there's another airfield, Car Nicobar, run by Air Force. So we turned towards that. The weather was absolutely zero visibility. Only the radio beacon we followed and went to Car Nicobar and just managed to land. But it tells us that during crisis, the leadership is about having presence of mind, keeping calm, and also listening to the other crew members of the aircraft.
I love it that you talk about presence of mind, and I think we need that in all areas, any career, corporate careers or military careers, it's a mindset. And I think that's what military people do, they work on their mindset. Protection is also, it's not just about defense, it's a mindset, like with Dabur Red. So if you had to describe what protection means to you in your naval career, what would you say the word protection meant to you or means to you today?
The protection actually means taking care of the men whom you command. To me, protection means being able to recognize the danger ahead before it comes to you, like seeing the radar properly, so that you know the danger before it really strikes you. The protection means even taking care of your own self.
Yes.
If you are not fit and healthy physically and mentally, you can't go and protect anyone. So protection, I've always been very cautious about personal protection first. That means doing my exercises regularly, doing my meditation, even if I was on board ships. And of course, the oral hygiene has been very, very dear to me. It's a fact. You will ask why. Early in my childhood, I learned from my father, after you finish brushing your teeth, you must also massage your gums with your finger. And that has given me great satisfaction. At the age of 75, I have not yet visited a single dentist.
That's amazing because people are so scared of the dentist. So they should listen to you and also use Dabur Red, which solves 10 problems of the mouth. But you have come from a legacy of service, the great grandson of a military commander and a veteran yourself. And I'm so glad that you spoke about self-care. So how have you incorporated maybe Ayurveda or good habits every day? Tell us a little bit about your daily routine that keeps you protected.
Thank you. This is one question very dear to me, dear to my heart. I've been baptized into natural care, naturopathy, Ayurveda, if I can remember, as early as 14, 15 years old. And that's the time when Swamiji from Bihar School of Yoga had come. He lived with us in my bedroom when I was appearing for my 10th board. For 1 month, we learned yoga, we learned meditation, and also he told us about the various home remedies that you can do it. And throughout my Navy career, I lived by those principles. And after leaving Navy, that has become my passion and profession now. I take care of mental health. I take care of their wellness, both during my workshops and one-to-one coaching. So if you say particularly Ayurveda,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I've gone through Charak Samhita. I've done a course on naturopathy, and I advise my people who come to me for my classes about their wellness and particularly the oral hygiene, because that's one thing which has stuck with me since my childhood.
You spoke about mental health,
Yeah.
and in all your service and when you've been in this high stress situations, like you're flying the plane and there's a cloud burst, things we don't even want to think about.
Yeah.
What have helped you maintain this presence of mind or clarity or strength? Tell us a little bit about your mental health habits.
The very simple step that I practice, which is called in the Western parlance, is mindfulness. But if you look at it, the mindfulness is not anything Western about it.
Yeah.
This has been taught to us by Buddha. It has been taught to us by Mahavira. And in their own way, they call it Preksha Dhyan or they call it Vipassana. But instead of calling these Indian names, I call them mindful breath awareness. And all that you have to do is be aware of your breath. Sit down for 10 minutes, sit down for 15 minutes, twice a day, thrice a day. Be aware of your natural breath. And natural breath is something absolutely secular. It doesn't interfere with anybody's faith.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect recipe for total self-awareness. And when you are self-aware, you know your strengths, weaknesses, and you can outclass anyone. That means the presence of mind is the best when you are self-aware.
Self-awareness does solve a lot of problems.
Every problem.
I feel you even look at other people differently because you're so self-aware that you start seeing other people also differently. People don't affect you as much.
That's very important. See, I can only control myself.
Yeah.
I cannot control anyone else.
Yeah.
Therefore, when you are self-aware, you know what is best for you.
Yeah.
And you can imbibe all positive energies and also learn to take the negative energies and the lot of rubbish which comes from outside world. You just listen to it, but you have the ability not to absorb it.
Yeah, not to get attached to it. Yeah, yeah, true.
That's the self-awareness, the advantage or the strength of self-awareness.
True. Thank you for sharing your inspiring journey with us today. Just as Dabur Red Paste, Desh Ke Laal, stands for boldness, protection, and is trusted by 40 crore Indians, our armed forces veterans embody these same values through their courage and service. We are proud to honor the sacrifices and enduring spirit of Desh Ke Laals like you, whose journey reminds us of what it truly means to protect and uplift our nation. Jai Hind.